Hi everyone, it's Kay here. Thank you very much for joining me today, especially since I haven't done anything for 3 weeks in terms of videos. So I'm really glad that you're back to see what I'm going to share and what I'm going to do from now on. Anyway, so I'm going to show you some things that I made on my trip. We went to Victoria, which is the next state to us. If you look at the map of Australia, it's to the right, and we went to a place called Yakandanda, which was a very old vintage kind of town, and that was really lovely. And up there where it's situated is by the foothills of the Blue Mountains, which are our tallest range in Australia, and they have autumn trees losing colours all the time, losing leaves. And then we went to Ballarat, which is an old gold mining place, and that was really good to go to because I went and visited lots of collectible shops and op shops there. And then we went down to the beach on the Great Ocean Road to a place called Lawn, where we just basically walked and read and ate and just have a rest. And the weather was perfect, and which is great for us because we were on holiday, but everything is just so dry in the South Australia and Victoria. Desperately need the rain. Fingers crossed for everybody that we get some rain for those farmers out there who are doing it so tough. It's just awfully dry out there. Anyway, these are the things I made when I was on holiday. I took a couple of took a card kit with me and some vellum creative cuts, both from Uniquely Creative, which is an Australian company, and I made some tags. So these are what I made from my vellum cuts, and the doilies all come from Uniquely Creative. The links will be below in my description box. Uniquely Creative do have outlets in America too, if you're interested. And I just love their work. It's just really lovely. Everything you see here comes from Uniquely Creative, except for some paper. I'll show you in a minute. Just try to create scenes. Little pearl flowers come from Uniquely Creative too. Try to create some scenes. Just need some sentiments on them now. And this is called Echoes of the Outback. The Outback is what we call the middle of Australia, Outback. So I tried to sort of make it a bit grungy on some of the things I made. With a cute little frog there, and a kangaroo there, and some native Australian fauna. There's one there with a wombat. And they had horse creative cuts as well, farm creative cuts, so I made some farm scenes as well. That's an old shed with a dingo in front of it. Kookaburra with some more Australian fauna, and I used some of the techniques I've learnt through junk journaling for my cards, like using the text pages, which I thought added a bit of extra grunginess to it. This koala, black cockatoo, so I created some layers on this one. And my favourite, so I've just added some different layers. There's 3 different layers on there, and some frames on an old abandoned farm, and more of the farm creative cuts to create that scene. So I made all of those cards, as well as this tag, I should say, tags with some of the clusters I've made in previously, which I took with me. So I made that cluster previously and just added it to a door from Minte and put it on the background. This is with a tag I made cluster I'd made previously as well. The background is a sample 8x8 pad that I got from Witchcraft You Do. This is that one and that one there are some clusters I made previously as well, and I put that on a door from Minte and just put some paper on the back. I took an old book with me, and I took a little pad of different kinds of writing with me as well from Timu. So this background is from Minte, and that's a cluster I actually made there on the spot. Cut out the window panes for that one. This is made with 2 different clusters. That's made with a cluster I've had for ages, and I just didn't have the right spot to put it on, so I put it on there today, this time. And on another tag that I made with a cluster previously. I made this cluster when I was away, so I put that on there. This has got 2 clusters on it. This has got 1 when I've added some other things for that particular tag. For some unknown reason, this tag took me a while to work. I just couldn't work out what to put with this particular element here, and it took me a while to work that out. And that's from that sample 8x8 pad. I just added some things on there. So I've been very busy. And I'm just going to show you some of the op shop things that I bought before I went away. And you should see the things that I bought when I was away. But we won't do that today, because otherwise it'll be here forever. Anyway, so I'll start off with this skirt that I bought. I didn't buy it for the skirt, because I'll never get into that. It does get me young and slim. Or not young and slim, you can be slim regardless. I'm not like a figure like mine, for sure. But I bought it for this. For the beautiful, beautiful lace overlay. It's just gorgeous, especially when you get down to the bottom. Isn't that stunning? It's just really, really pretty. And it's sort of like it is beige, but under this light, it always looks like a pink, but I think it's possibly because it's a bit shiny. But it's really lovely, and I just thought I could cut that off, but it would also really look really good on a cover, just as is, with something underneath like that. I think that would look perfect. And I'm not too sure about the material. It's very slippery and shiny. I don't know if I could use it really. I'll think about it. Then I got this plastic table runner for $1. I got it because I do like a bit of gold on my stuff, so I thought I could cut out the squares and use them to help me embellish things. I could even cut out the little middle bit to add to a page or a cover, and then cut off the trim and use that on a journal cover as well. I'm not too sure how I'm going to use this, unless I cut it out and just put something else in the middle, because it's very Asian looking, I think, and I probably wouldn't make it an Asian type journal. Some purple lace. Oh, hang on. Sorry. Some purple lace, very sparkly and shiny. Is it pretty? So pretty. I've been picking up a bit of sparkle and shine lately. Been drawn to it a bit, I think. And some blue and white. Again, it's really sparkly. I don't know if you can see the sparkle. Does the camera pick up the sparkle? So pretty. And some silver. This would be perfect in a blue, white and silver journal that I'd like to make sometime. And this has come undone. This one's come undone. There's another one. This has got a gold sort of sparkle to it. Another pretty, so pretty. Actually, I thought it was gold, but when you sort of wave it around, you can see green and copper tones. I think it's copper. Was it pink? Hard to tell. That's so pretty. Then there's this trim. It's just gorgeous. So different. Looks like bells, so that would look really nice on a Christmas journal, or any journal really, but still it's nice and soft. Got some buttons. Quite like these buttons. They're be great to help decorate things you make. It has got a thing on the back. I don't know what you call them, sorry, but I'm going to cut them off because they'll be in the way. I don't know if I could sew them on, but I'm not that world's best sewer, to say the least. And a ribbon, which I thought was really lovely, with a very faint edging on it, sort of cream ribbon, which will go lots of tags, and can even use as a closure if you did it around twice. Cost me $1. Buttons cost me $1. Table runner cost me $1. I think the skirt didn't cost me very much. What else? Got this table runner, long table runner, which also cost me $1. Got caught up. Darn. Anyway, let's cut it. I've got it for the lace. Isn't it so pretty? So I have to work out how I'm going to get that off. And then I could use the middle bit for journal covers. It just goes on and on for $1. I thought that was pretty good for $1. This was a Salvation Army shop, and I said to her, "Oh, you charge less?" I said, "Your prices are a lot less than the other Salvos." She said, "Oh, we're not a Salvos, we're a Salvation Army op shop." And I thought, oh, I didn't realise there was a difference, but obviously there is. And then I got this, which is gift notes. So you take them out and you write on them, or that side, and then you fold them, because there's fold lines there. Let's do that too there. No wonder I was having so much trouble. Fold them, and again, and then this bit goes in there, and you could actually, it's got some gum, you know, that pre-gummed stuff on there, so it'd be like a secret note. I love it. Oh, but when I bought it, I didn't have any idea that's what it was. I thought it was just note paper, and I thought, oh, that's something different. That was really pretty. And I have to admit, I'm a bit of a sucker for this kind of thing, so I'm going to clean it up and see how I can repurpose this. It's just really, really lovely. Maybe make a little journal that can go in there, maybe. I'll have to think about it. I'm not sure how it would work as a journal, but I have to think about that. And then the last thing I got from my op shop buying that I did before you went away is this top, which was on sale, and I think it only cost me about $2-3. Wasn't very much. And again, it's a Salvation Army op shop, and this has got lovely flowers to cut out, and it's got flourishes to decorate with, and I quite like to use those flourishes for, especially on covers. There's flourishes there, and the flower there, another flourish there, another flourish there. Some little things that can be used to help decorate other bits and pieces. So yeah, this was on a sale rack, so it didn't cost me very much. And then this, the trim around the edges, I thought I could cut off to use as a closure, perhaps. It's very I don't know. I'm not very good with fabric at all. I've got no idea, but it's sort of bit shiny. I'm not sure what it is. Anyway, hope you like my little haul that I got before we went away on holiday, and check out my other videos that will be coming out soon as well, showing you what else I got when I was away. So please give me a like, make a comment. I read everybody's comments, and I want to say thank you very much for coming back to watch me again after 3 weeks of being on YouTube. Please take care, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. See ya.